YouTube, welcome to Upside DIY. So this is kind of why I'm going to try to make a video to keep things pretty much up to date. Why I am trying to make $100,000 per gig or per thing that I'm going to do. I'm kind of old and things, but just kind of showing you guys the basics, the pretty much equipment and supplies, what they amount up to, and even having pretty much just a lot of ideas that are actually being put into my head to try to make kind of like a entertainment wall with fixing electronics. So that's the first gig that I'm actually thinking about, but I'm not gonna really do that much. It's just so that's the first gig. My second gig that I would be trying to do would be kind of mineralogy, stuff that's worth $100,000, I guess. Um, and I'm at the end of the video, I'm going to explain why but that's another thing with pretty much what I'm pretty much thinking that is pretty much DIY. There's tons of DIY in electronics and then collecting minerals. So that's another gig. That's number two. And there's quite a few other things involved with, just the things involved that I have. Basically, using pretty decent tools and stuff. But in this suitcase, you guys pretty much know there's a dental, pretty much, just equipment or whatnot. So that's gig number three. And I could throw in like hair clippers and things. Um, so I've got a few hair clippers, maybe two or three sitting around, but yeah, that's gig number three. Having special electrical cords and things will be pretty good. And then it's pretty much random things that I do collect or whatnot, have collected. So I'm on my fourth gig, and it's pretty much aquarium stuff. So here's pretty much a look at some of my aquarium supplies. Without this pump that I'm touching, I got all these other random stuff. There's fish tanks in here, so this is kind of like the fourth gig. Is just trying to do pond and gardening stuff. So there's tons of stuff to stay busy with. Um, Gig number four is pretty much doing kind of aquarium stuff, learning how to filter and pretty much reuse supplies and then breed some insects and animals. So that's the fourth gig. So the fifth gig would actually, and I do have to sort out quite a few things, and I just don't have like all the space. I am looking at real estate and things, but I'm not. I'm not. I can't afford anything like that. It's just good to know. And there are some spaces that actually like storage space and stuff that are pretty good prices for a large amount of space. But back to figuring out what gigs am I doing, and I showed you guys pretty much before the fourth gig, which was the aquarium stuff, all these bottles and markers and stuff. The fifth is probably artwork or just painting and making stencils and auto body painting, having just a lot of things that are just able to be designed like this and stuff. Those actually make a little bit of something better in life and things. And it's probably the fifth gig is painting and stuff. And even painting murals and things. Those things come out to a pretty good income. They could, you know, depending on the artist and how good things turn out and things, they can make a few $1,000s painting. So this is kind of the only way I could kind of do most of my updating. This is the second pair. I was going to paint these white because I have another skateboard that's going to be for daytime, but I'm just going to keep these as a spare, you know, for you know, pretty much a black board and things. And then I have another, you know, pair of trucks. So pretty much, this is pretty much the other pair of trucks. I'm spray painting inside of a cardboard box, things like that, and all these little other washers. They were pretty good painting on the toothpick and things, but I'm actually trying to paint inside of the thread and things like that. It's really tough for a minute there. I don't know why there was just so much mist. I mean, the camera won't focus that great or anything. I don't know. Yeah. And, you know, I taped up a few things, but, you know, I'm going to be building that skateboard with some of these. And well, the thing is, some of these, you know, painting on the toothpick and things, when I took them off, there were some flaws or, you know, just some spots that I missed. So I had to take them off and eventually ended up having to paint them normally. But using spray paint, it's a nice even coat. It's not going to, you know, be as bad as brush painting and things like that, or streaks and things. So I recommend, you know, so that's pretty much the fifth is just kind of painting and stuff. The fifth gig, doing a lot of painting and pretty much sourcing out, you know, just ideas, and it's really fun. It's really fun, you know, with the cans, spray cans and things. Just doing a little bit at a time for one project at a time. I made some spray boxes and things, and basically have a couple empty cans. This one just has a little bit. So yeah, the spray boxes, they worked pretty good, I would think, but you know, eventually towards the end of it, I just started questioning if I really needed to use a spray box. But it's pretty good for the first or second coating, but you're gonna miss a few spots, and then you know, you gotta basically, you know, just have things separated and things, and actually go through every single one. And even painting inside towards the thread is still not as perfect and things. So it's really tough. I spray in there and then it just doesn't look like it's spray painted at all, and it's just only getting on certain parts of the nuts and bolts. But you know, that's just how it goes, I guess. I've got to really try to, and you know, that might be a reflection of sorts. So yeah, just 5 things I've been working on for, you know, a week that I've been out ever since. But yeah, it's really tough. I might have to think of maybe you know, finalizing with some touch-up paint, you know, to with paint on a brush when I go to install these nuts and bolts in. I might, you know, put like a paint on these nuts and bolts. And then kind of one of my last gigs, there's and then the 7th gig, this is the 6th gig, is just rebuilding, you know, just finding something to stay busy with, and just sorting things out. And you know, I could ride a bicycle and just do some you know, photography here and there and stuff. Yeah, so that's pretty much my 6th gig. My 7th gig would actually to resell a lot of this stuff, like, you know, and rebuild like vacuum cleaners and you know, even bicycles, just completed items, but just, you know, just it, you know, just needs to be retouched up. So those are pretty much my 7th, That's the sixth and seventh is recycling and photography, and then just having to resell a lot of things. There's a lot of other things to do, but for the DIY ideas, there's businesses. You could cook and clean. For number 8, you could be a gambler, you could be a security officer. uh, so those are my top gigs for whatever's happening in this area and things, and just kind of trying to update and make a video and keep myself, just keep myself uh, available on YouTube and things like that. These are just the real gigs that I'm sourcing out, and maybe in, uh, you know, just doing some cleaning and sorting out videos, and uh, there's just a lot to work on and things. But there's definitely just just a few more things. But I got this area cleaned up. I think it's the end of the summer. It's been a pretty good year as far as how I'm planning things and not rushing. There's I have quite a lot of stuff, but just cleaning up this year and getting some stuff to do other projects and stuff. It's all doable. It's all kind of doable for now, and the last part is just finding and just keeping people on your side, and not trying to um, you know and just watching everything and relaxing and enjoying stuff and just learning some values to uh, just some value to a lot of the time and energy that you put into creating a YouTube channel and stuff. So it's almost pretty good for me right now, and I appreciate everybody's support. Comments, questions, suggestions are always turned on. So there's just there's just basically with all these bicycles and things and toolboxes. And I'm actually just putting a lot of my jelly things in there. That's for crafting and painting, touch-up painting. Having buckets and stuff. So I've been actually getting out a lot of the storage stuff. There's actually half, or just the larger items. There's some hinges in there and stuff that I'm building. Here's a few other 2 grease guns and things. Another bucket that I'm cleaning up. So you can see there's pretty much items in there. Here's some stuff that I gotta clean up for my boat motor. I'm kind of just storing this stuff. I don't think I'm gonna ever use this stuff, but it's for just for showing you guys. Maybe I can spray paint that stuff. So yeah, just showing you guys pretty much what I've been caught up doing. Found a few sunglasses and stuff, so it's not all And then I'm just trying to get to building these bicycle stands. So this is kind of where it's at, and all those nuts and bolts. I'm actually going to build pretty much something the size of this 2-seater sofa. I could think of something of storing nuts and bolts underneath the seat. So there's just random stuff underneath the seat and things. So I could clean up all this, or maybe just build a whole another couch. Or maybe turn that thing over there into like a workbench where I could put all the nuts and bolts and maybe spray paint them and stuff. But I'm not in any rush to say I'm going to do something and just have everything pay off or anything. These are just random just stuff that's floating around that I need to get into. And a lot of people that have this feature in their things, they actually resell a lot of stuff, like cars and houses and boats, just clothes or art and paintwork. cameras. They basically recycle and resell stuff, or maybe preserve it for later on. So I'll see you guys later on the next Upside DIY. I'll talk to you in a week or two if anything else comes up. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.